name's Val. I don't do this with every interview I go on. Take you inside my home. I don't. But I'm going to. My name is Val Kilmer. I'm an actor. I've lived a magical life. I've captured quite a bit of it. I was the first guy I knew to own a video camera. Here we are, filming ourselves. Is that a video rolling? Yeah. Oh, that's really cool, Val. I have thousands of hours of videotapes and film reels that I've shot throughout my life and career. Shut the video camera off. I will keep it on until we're rehearsing. Oh, Val. I was recently diagnosed with throat cancer. I'm still recovering, and it is difficult to talk and to be understood. But I want to tell my story more than ever. I spent decades finding my voice. I'm a perfectly normal person. Through characters, I give you about 4 takes with some different voices through movies. One of the things they buy for all that money, your life for a period of time. I have behaved poorly. I have behaved bravely. Bizarrely to some. How do you heal a broken heart? I see myself as a sensitive, intelligent human being, but with the soul of a clown. I've tried to hear the world as the world is alive. It's a story about my life. It is also not my life.
Rest in peace, Val Kilmer. That was a documentary that came out a few years back. That's a trailer to it, man. It's available on Prime. And once again, F cancer, man. It's like so many people fall to it. It affects so many lives throughout America. It's a fucking shame, man. It's like if one thing don't get you and another don't, cancer will, it seems like. And in this situation, I don't believe that it's the cancer directly that killed him, but I believe it comes from his battle with it. As you see, it's being listed that he died of pneumonia. And man, Val Kilmer, what a career. Just some off the top of my head. Wonderland, where he portrayed John Holmes. The Doors, where he portrayed Morrison. The list goes on and on. Batman. I don't know, the Batman nerds. I don't know where they rate Val Kilmer in the Batman ratings. I know it's over George Clooney, though. And no disrespect to the Batman nerds. I'm a nerd on many levels. And Val Kilmer, even later in his career, when maybe his star power wasn't hitting as high as it used to, did a lot of great films with 50 Cent and like Truly Common, everyone your favorite Val Kilmer films. And, you know, he came back and did a sequel to Top Gun, which is a huge movie. Some would say one of the biggest ever. And it's wild. He actually had AI, the same AI that rapper Beanie Siegel was using. Not the exact same, but same concept where their voice was affected. We'll play a clip a little later where Val Kilmer is doing an interview with the hole in his throat due to his throat cancer. And Beanie Siegel had a similar situation where his voice got messed up, and on his comeback more recently, he was using AI to have his old voice. And I'm not really for all the AI stuff, but in those situations, man, when it's a health thing that has affected cats like this, I mean, hey, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Because that was their real voices. But anyways, dating back to 2014, word came out that Val Kilmer had cancer, and he was denying it a lot. Michael Douglas, who also had throat cancer, kind of threw it out there in an interview or something like that, that Val Kilmer was suffering from the same affliction as him. And Val Kilmer continually denied it until eventually, you know, coming out and saying it was actual factual. And there's a story about Cher being there when he woke up one night puking blood all over the place and had to go to the hospital. And at certain points in times, he was trying to go an alternative route, it seems, than traditional treatment. And, you know, anyone, man, whether it's cancer or something out there, weigh your options. Do what's comfortable to you. Have a doctor you can trust. Get a second opinion, a third opinion. You know what I mean? But it was wild that Michael Douglas threw Val's business out there. And if you guys recall, Michael Douglas, who beat his cancer, and Val Kilmer also at one point was saying he was in remission. You know, he was trying to keep it in the cut, on the low, out the media about his sickness. But you guys remember that when Michael Douglas actually said that he got throat cancer from giving his girl brains. I swear, you can go look it up. I guess he said she had HPV and he got it like that. It was a wild moment, but I guess he wanted the world to know you can get it like that, you know?
Everything from his cancer diagnosis to high-profile romances and reuniting with Tom Cruise for the new Top Gun. It's all detailed in his candid new memoir, I'm Your Huckleberry, is out today, and Chris Connolly had the chance to sit down with him.
What can you tell us about the condition of your voice and how you're able to communicate with us now? What do you miss most about your old voice, Val? Kilmer has found his voice in a new medium, though. He's written a memoir entitled I'm Your Huckleberry that's refreshingly candid about his high-profile romances and the memorable roles he's played on screen. Playing Jim Morrison, the Dionysian rocker who spent life on the edge. Val electrified audiences and did his own singing in The Doors. Yet as he writes, he dropped out of sight afterwards and was overlooked by the Oscars. There in the book, too, Kilmer sharing emotional details of his romances with Cher, Ellen Barkin, Michelle Pfeiffer, and Cindy Crawford. What do you think made you so appealing to these incredibly charismatic women? Father to a daughter and son with ex-wife Joanne Whalley, Kilmer will return to the big screen at year's end in Top Gun Maverick, long-awaited sequel to the 1986 hit, in which he'll again play Tom Iceman Kazansky, opposite Tom Cruise.
It was absolutely moving. I really was surprised, and Tom was wearing his jacket, the original jacket from the version of it, and it was just very moving.
You up for this one, Maverick? Just a walk in the park, Kazansky.
I don't want to give away anything, but in between takes, Tom and I just laughed like we were in high school.
But you could see Val, man, with that tube in his throat, trach or whatever it's called, very, very sad situation. And, you know, from 2014 now to 2025, 2014 being when word first started leaking out, and like I said, he was initially denying it. Making it another 10, 11 years is a blessing, man. You know what I mean? Like when it comes to the big C, which once again, fuck it, you know, it takes so many of our loved ones away from it. Getting checkups is key. Don't mess around. You got to know what it is. You know what I mean? But just really, really sad. So once again, rest in peace, Val Kilmer. Fuck cancer. comment all your thoughts, your favorite movies and whatnot, and his career, etc. But as it seems, from going into remission and in the battle, here in his 60s, to pass away from pneumonia, I believe obviously it's related to the cancer, the battle with cancer, one way or another. What a life, what a career, though. Rest in heaven.